I've helped hundreds of brands from small startups to retail giants get reviews without getting banned. And those reviews have driven millions in Amazon sales. So in this video, I'm just going to show you how I go about getting those first 100 reviews on Amazon without risking a ban. I'm Sean Farrington, founder of Ecom Optimization and co-founder of Pro Seller Elite. And I'm going to break down 7 of the fastest ways I know to generate reviews. One is gray hat. One will absolutely get you banned, so you want to avoid that one. But 5 are 100% Amazon approved, and 2 are my own hacks that my students are using right now to stack reviews at lightning speed. So you can just build trust, conversion, and sales without risking your account. And I want to help you out even beyond getting reviews. So I built something to make the whole Amazon path clearer. It's called the Amazon 10-Step Fast Track. Think of it like a GPS that shows you exactly where to focus next so you can stop spinning your wheels and start scaling on Amazon. I'll drop the link in the pinned comment and you can grab it for free. But here's the crazy part about reviews. When I started out on Amazon, I did reviews completely wrong, and it cost me page 1 too many times to count. Also, I was around when Amazon just swiped away whole pages of Amazon reviews. I'm talking about every single review from an account just gone. It was the great review purge of 2017. So if you try and game the system, well, best case, those reviews will just vanish. Worst case, Amazon swings the ban hammer like Thor on a double espresso and your account disappears overnight. So here's what you cannot do. You cannot pay for reviews. You can't trade reviews in sketchy Facebook groups, and you definitely can't ask for positive, glowing reviews. Break those rules and you're toast. So here's how we can avoid Thor's hammer. Because right now, Amazon is pretty much handing you a built-in review vending machine. You just give away your product to trusted reviewers and they give you detailed feedback. This is strategy number 1. The vending machine method. It uses Amazon's Vine program, but heads up, those Vine voices are just a little bit picky. If your product is flimsy, they'll roast you harder than Yelp reviews of gas station sushi. And let me add this, the Vine program doesn't always work well for super niche products, like a replacement window motor for a 2015 Cadillac Escalade. The pool of Vine voices for that kind of product is pretty slim. So Vine does not work equally well for all products, but here's the hook. Most sellers don't realize that Amazon quietly gives new sellers a $200 Vine credit. Yep, if you're new, you probably have $200 burning a hole in your account and you didn't even know about it. That means your first 30 reviews can be 100% free. Well, minus the cost of goods, of course. And in most cases, using Vine, you're going to see reviews rolling in within 1 week of enrollment. Boom, instant social proof without breaking a single Amazon rule. But what if Vine doesn't fit your product? No problem. There's a back pocket strategy that works even if Vine falls flat. And it's surprisingly simple. Strategy number 2, the Costco Sample Strategy. So instead of crossing your fingers for those Vine reviewers to give you glowing reviews, you can just tap into communities like Rebate Key or FBA Reviews. These are where real shoppers buy your product and may leave a review. Yes, may leave a review. Look, these platforms are Amazon compliant precisely because they don't require their members to leave reviews. But here's the kicker. Enough people love leaving reviews, especially after getting deals like the one you're giving to them. So think of this method like handing out those free samples at Costco. Some people just eat the snack and move on, but plenty will buy the whole box. But what if you need a bit more control over your reviews? Like say getting reviews that highlight your features with photos and a video. There's a strategy for that, but it comes with a risk if you're not careful. Strategy number 3, the DNA hack. Yes, this next strategy is pushing the boundaries into gray hat territory, but most sellers still tiptoe into this method. Basically, it's tapping mom or dad on the shoulder and asking for a review. And it works for friends as well. But if you use this method, you need to understand Amazon's detective level tracking. Same Wi-Fi, same last name, same address. Amazon will connect the dots faster than the NSA looking for bomb threats. And here's the kicker. They also track purchase patterns. review timing, and even suspicious bursts of glowing reviews. So if Uncle Bob in Kansas buys your garlic press at 2 p.m. and leaves a 5-paragraph love letter 10 minutes later, Amazon will flag it faster than a referee at a soccer game. The safer play, if you use friends or family, you may want to guide the review with your product's best features highlighted and have them post it with their own photos or video. And you also want to make sure that they wait just a few days before posting. Mix in some natural language like mentioning the packaging or the shipping, and avoid sounding like a sales brochure. Pro tip, stagger these reviews across a few weeks so it looks organic. Oh, and drop in a high value keyword into your review. Yes, Amazon sniffs out keywords in your reviews, and it's a huge win. Another pro tip, avoid clusters. A cluster of 10 reviews from 10 sales is a neon red flag. A slow drip of a few reviews across 30 sales looks far more natural. But maybe you don't want risk at all. Then you need a strategy that runs in the background on autopilot. Well, strategy number 4, the Autopilot Ask will do the trick. Look, Amazon lets you send 1 review request per order, but doing this manually is mind-numbing work. However, tools like Jungle Scout can automate this like magic. And here's a bonus. You can filter out refunds, 1-star buyers, and only nudge the happy shoppers. That way you boost review volume while protecting your star rating. And here's where you can add some unique value. Jungle Scout lets you set timing windows. Reviews requested 3 to 7 days after delivery perform better than those blasted out instantly upon purchase. And that's because the customer just has a chance to actually try and use your product. Another pro move, personalize requests by product. So kitchen gadget customers get a message that mentions cooking, while fitness product customers sees language about training. Those little touches can double response rates. Even small lifts in open rates compound when you're sending hundreds of requests. Oh, and you want to track your unit session percentage alongside those review requests. Your unit session percentage is Amazon's metric for your conversion rate. So if reviews are going up, but conversions aren't moving along with them, it means your listing has a deeper conversion leak that you need to go fix. This training inside of ProSeller Elite is a proven shortcut to boost Amazon conversions. In fact, April just said that her sales doubled after doing this training, and another student reported the same. I'll drop a link to ProSeller Elite if that kind of training interests you, because when you get both reviews and conversions rising together, you've struck Amazon gold. Your reviews then are just reinforcing trust and directly boosting ranking, while increased conversions are putting money into your bank account. But even with all the automation, most buyers are going to ignore any emails coming from Amazon. So how do you actually grab their attention? Strategy number 5, the golden ticket funnel. Look, most sellers at least toss in a flimsy thank you card with their product. This is e-commerce 101. But sadly, those inserts often end up in the trash. But now you know better than that. You're going to use that insert with a QR code that sends your buyers to a landing page that you control, where they can claim a bonus gift, a discount, and a warranty. If you get that irresistible offer just right and place it inside of your product, shoppers are going to think it's a golden ticket. They'll rush to your landing page, and once they're on your page, you capture their email, you capture their SMS, and you ask for a review. The pro move, use conditional funnels so only happy buyers get asked to leave a review. It's Amazon compliant because no one is bribed for positivity, so they're simply guided to share their feedback. But what if reviews could come from outside Amazon as well? Let's talk about that. Strategy number 6, the Google gatekeeper play. Ever notice when you Google best product name, you see listicles ranking Amazon products? Many of those are affiliate blogs, meaning that the blogger gets paid by Amazon when readers click links and then buy. So you can just reach out to owners of these blogs and get your product listed on their high value blog. When you do, you're not only getting outside traffic onto Amazon, which Amazon loves, but also buyers who land on Amazon are primed to review after purchase. This can snowball reviews while boosting your rank organically, especially now that you've got that insert working for you. You're going to be turbocharging your rate of reviews. Think of this like getting Yelp level exposure before your shopper even hits Amazon. And finally, let's talk about the final sneaky but powerful tactic that almost no one uses, and maybe for good reason. Strategy number 7, the Russian roulette method. This method is still floating around, and you'll see sellers in Facebook groups offering to trade reviews, and it sounds tempting, right? But here's the truth. Amazon has infiltrated many of these groups. They monitor, track patterns, and shut down sellers who use these groups. And while you can sometimes snag a few reviews this way, the horror stories far outweigh the wins. One wrong move and your account can be suspended. It's kind of like jumping into an underground poker game with the FBI sitting at the table. My advice? Know that it exists, but don't rely on it. And the stack method inside of Pro Seller Elite offers a way to make sales even if you have 0 reviews right now. So click the link to Pro Seller Elite in the description, go to this module right here and check out that method. But one thing I see a lot of Amazon sellers get stuck on is what happens after those reviews pour in. Because reviews only work if your listing converts. So if you want to see how to 2x or 3x your conversions using heat maps from our clients' top performing Amazon listings, check out this video right here. It's the perfect next step to turn those hard-earned reviews into even more sales.